Karen, you lead Digital Sydney. Could you share some of your views around Australia and Sydney in particular and how we're competing in the global digital economy? Some of our findings in the Pulse survey that we're going to release the results of shortly indicated that 61% of us are not confident that we're building the right skills to compete in this global digital economy. So I'd be interested in your views. There's a lot we can do, but if there was anything in particular that you thought we could be doing to change this.
One of the areas that Australia's got the biggest competitive advantage is actually in our developer skills. So our creativity, but also in our developer skills. But one of the challenges that we have, if you've got a lot of school students and also university students that aren't coming through with the passion and enthusiasm to learn that whole development skills. So whether it's PHP, but there's a whole lot of, I guess, education groups out there at the moment. You've got General Assemblies here out in Australia now. You've got Pole Academy. A whole lot of different groups that are actually teaching people those skills. It's a matter of getting that voice out there and actually getting people interested in it and showing that competitive advantage.
Yes, okay. And so how do you think we can collaborate these activities so that they can have a little bit more strength in the market?
In terms of collaboration, that's one of the things that Sydney does really well in particular.
Okay.
Not just New South Wales, but in particular in, I guess, the digital economy across Sydney. It's a very tight-knit, very close
lots of coffees.
group. Lots of coffees, lots of beers, I hear apparently work quite well as well.
Yeah.
I knew there was a reason I needed to learn to drink coffee. But that whole, I guess, working together has been really, really effective and actually a really strong community in the last 2 or 3 years in particular. There's a lot of growth in the areas of the skills, but it's also bringing, once you actually get more people in that environment, we've got something like 2,500 startups now in Sydney, and there's probably about 7,500 they're just sort of in the garages and in the wings, if you will.
Yeah.
If once we actually realise that there's that much activity happening in the economy and that message is getting spread out to business, you get more and more traction, more and more momentum, which is fantastic because it grows, it brings the investors in. We're starting to see that already. It actually brings I guess the skill base in. It's fantastic.
Excellent. And so Digital Sydney's agenda overall is to harness these activities and to, what is their overarching vision?
Okay, Digital Sydney's overarching vision is to help the New South Wales economy essentially to double the digital economy. So it's a small feat.
Yes.
In 5 years, we want to take it from 170,000 people employed to 350,000. And if we can contribute one small part of that, that's fantastic. So our 2 key mandates, if you will, out of that sort of overarching vision for the New South Wales economy is really to do business development. So help. We've actually made something like 550 connections across the different startup groups with investors, with customers, a whole lot of different areas where they're actually going out there and actually building, I guess, a client base and growing, which is fantastic. The other area, other than business development, is marketing and promotions. So
yes.
I think we've done Digital Sydney. We don't talk about Digital Sydney. We talk about those that are in the community, the creative entrepreneurs, the tech startup guys, and we've done something like nearly 2,000 articles, blogs, videos, tweets, you name it, out in the last 7 months alone. So we have an audience of nearly 200,000 through our network of networks.